MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Minnesota Twins and the Oakland A's. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Vida Blue gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
In is Torrey Hunter. He will lead this one off today.
Minnesota, the center fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And spring training is officially behind us now as the first pitch of the season is looked at for ball one.
First pitch, 107.
And it's fouled away. Our temperature not quite 60 degrees, 59 here at game time this afternoon. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. As he'll take a look at ball one. Blue is a guy that's able to keep the bat off the ball. That's kind of the name of the game for a pitcher, and as a starter it really helps him work deep into games.
Matty V, one of the toughest parts about scoring runs is bunching 3 or 4 hits together an inning, and that's one of the things this guy does really well. He's tough to hit, and he's really tough to get 3 or 4 hits off of. That's one of the reasons why he's one of the better pitchers.
Fouled off. Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
At the plate, Rod Carew, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one, looking to at least put the ball in play here this inning. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Two balls and a strike.
I love that pitch right there. An aggressive fastball that catches the corner. The hitter knew it was coming and still couldn't do anything with it.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Olson takes it on his own, and the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3, and the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Walter Johnson is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Look at that ERA, awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It will be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ramon Laureano is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
To the plate now, Marcus Semien. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
At the plate now, Jason Giambi. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. He takes the turn and heads for second, and that's off the left field wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Into the box, Ricky Henderson, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
Giambi at second with 2 down. Hit softly down the line at first. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. An inning in the books, no score on MLB Network. Stepping up to the plate, Harmon Killebrew. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The first baseman, Harmon Killebrew.
First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there. Killebrew, 33 years old. He's been in the big leagues for over 2 decades now. That kind of longevity is extremely rare in just about any sport. It's great to see.
Yeah, how do you hang in there 19 years without just being an unbelievable talent, but also having the ability to look in the mirror and be willing to adapt and persevere and change on this field? It's so hard to be good at this game, and this guy for 19 years has gone to the post. Just to throw out some names, you're dealing in the company of guys like Ted Williams, the splendid splinter. Mariano Rivera went to the post 19 years. My old teammate Chipper Jones.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Stepping in now, Nelson Cruz, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Two and one. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's going to beat me.
There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Digging in, Mitch Garver. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. From the stretch. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. A 1-0 delivery. Skied into straightaway right. Davis is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, Miguel Sano.
Digging in, Miguel Sano. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
The 1-0.
Nope, that's foul.
The 1-1. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. 2 out with the man at first. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
The 1-2.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball that can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Working for the punch out and the offering. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. And that'll bring up Matt Olson. He'll start us out here in the home half of the 2nd.
Matt Olson.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-0 on the way. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Matt Chapman waits on deck. Let's see what they throw Olson on a 3-1 count.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box. The 3-2 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. He's through first and hustling for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Coming to the plate now, Matt Chapman. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Has a look, now the pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw goes to third, and it's too late as he's in there.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
One and one the count now. Has a look, now the pitch. fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
Next up for the A's, Chris Davis. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Runners are at first and third with none out. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Fouled away. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Two balls and two strikes, the count to Chris Davis.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. One out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Austin Allen comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one, and there are runners at the corners now. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. A ball and two strikes. Here it is.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
And this is on the ground is short. Could be two. To Carew at second. Back to Killebrew, the double play, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Eddie Rosario.
The left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze it.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Fouled off. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Marwin Gonzalez is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Gonzalez is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing arm. You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
3-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Corey Hunter.
Into the box now, Corey Hunter, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That misses. 2-0. Whoa, there's a swing he'd like back. It's 2-1 now.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Now the 2-1 is looked at for ball 3. Max Kepler would be next. Third inning, no score to this point. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Payoff pitch one more time. Popped him up. Olson has a play. And that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and striding toward the plate to hit next, Tony Kemp.
Second baseman, Tony Kemp.
First delivery to him on the way. The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Laureano is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He was a 16th round selection during the 2014 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Count remains 2-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Three and 2 to the A's center fielder. Three-two pitch. Now a changeup just off the plate as that misses for ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Now at the plate, Marcus Semien. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The 1-0 home. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Hunter on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now back, the designated hitter, Jason Giambi.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And standing in, the imposing left-handed bat of the former AL MVP, Jason Giambi. From the stretch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Carew has it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. The A's strand 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder Max Kepler.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. And now Kepler belts one, carrying well out to right field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
In now, Rod Carew, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A bouncer up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
To the plate now, Harmon Killebrew. Fouled away. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Off-speed pitch, good for strike 2. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Davis on the move. But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen. Throw over to first, and the runner will get back standing. The next 3-2. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
At the plate, Nelson Cruz. He drew a base on balls his first time up. From the stretch. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on second and third, and a base hit will drive in a pair. The 1-0 delivery. Back up the middle.
And that's through into center field. Base hit. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
At the plate, Mitch Garver, as he'll take a look at ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 pitch.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Two balls and a strike. The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two. Here now the 2-2, and it's fouled away. Another try at 2-2.
I got 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch, and he will take ball four. First and second now with nobody out.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Has a look, now the pitch. First pitch is a curveball that's inside, 1-0.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
3 runs already home here. On a line to shortstop. So after the line out on the fastball, might be a pretty good time to check out the pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And fellas, if we do games together for the next decade, we might never see 2 starters in the same game throwing that hard. I mean, this has really been something. So coming to the plate, Eddie Rosario. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And there's ball 1. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
I certainly don't think there was any intention there, but when you see a fastball elevated coming at your face, your first thing is to get out of the way.
3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Well, I think this is the kind of approach they need against such a prolific starter. You can't count on putting up a lot of runs, so getting him out of the game has to be the priority. Working at bats, full counts, running up the pitch count is a great way of doing that.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Torrey Hunter. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that misses for ball 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Three and 0 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Lou Trevino answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Max Kepler will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball one.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So 4 score in the inning, but it could have been much, much worse as they wind up leaving the bases loaded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Twins are out in front, 4-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Ricky Henderson.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Back up the middle, and that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Matty, that's a surprising pitch right there. I don't understand after blowing a fastball by him, he would speed his bat up with off speed.
Yeah, redemption after being late, right on time with the off-speed pitch next. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Chapman playing here in his age 26 season. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. The 1-0 home is a ball below the zone.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Fouled off. Now the 2-1 pitch.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And the payoff pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
So runners at first and second here with one away, and that'll bring up the big-time power bat of right-handed hitter Chris Davis. From the stretch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Big spot right here. Got to find a way to get back in this ball game and scratch a run across.
The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Up high, 2-1 now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
First and second now, one man out. Right on the corner, 2-2. From the belt, the pitch, and a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
First pitch on its way. Austin Allen will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
1-2.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. No runs, a hit, 2 left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Twins 4 and the A's nothing. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch. And that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen. And they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off to the Twins.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Rod Carew. First delivery to him on the way. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. The 1-0. Line shot to first, and there's one away. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. Not the opening day he wanted to have, unfortunately.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
He's set and the pitch. Harmon Killebrew is in for the third time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
One out, nobody on. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Killebrew in front, 3 balls and a strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
The 3-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Striding in once again, Nelson Cruz. He singled and drove home 2 his last time. First offering on its way. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box, Mitch Garver. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Hey, what an amazing swing right there. Some guys just give up on that pitch right out of the pitcher's hands. Don't want anything to do with it. He kept his hands back and stayed through that for a homer.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel.
Here's Miguel Sano, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
0 for 2 for him to this point. And the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Late swing on that curveball right there to run the count 0-2. Don't think he recognized that one too well.
0-2 count and the pitch. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1.
Nope.
Not
That's a ball.
close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
2-2. Count.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Count is 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. A 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Twins 6 and the A's nothing. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Second baseman.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch of the at-bat. Tony Kemp is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
Nope.
Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
The 2-0.
Hey.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
The 2-1 home. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Fastball well outside. Popped him up. Garver moving to his left. 1 out.
Now batting, number 22.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ramon Laureano. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on.
All 2.
Blowing away as he misses again. 2-0. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien. Pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Ready on 0-2. Line down the left field line.
But it drops foul down there in the home bullpen area.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Ball 2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Giambi.
So now to the plate, Jason Giambi. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. It bangs off the scoreboard, and it's gone. So it's a 2-run dinger for Jason Giambi. First home run of the campaign for him. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Yeah, that's always important to scratch that first run across when you're getting shut out. But now they're within 1 grand slam of tying it up. Might seem improbable, but hey, psychologically it matters.
Stepping in now, Ricky Henderson. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. But the Athletics strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Through 5 innings, it's the Twins 6 and the A's 2. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Eddie Rosario.
Number 20, Eddie Rosario.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard to the right side. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Marwin Gonzalez.
Stepping into the box, Marwin Gonzalez. It was a walk in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. Line drive base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice single.
In now, Torrey Hunter, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. No hits to this point. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with one strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And, ooh, might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now. A bouncer to the left side. Chapman has it cleanly. One there. Relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Stepping up now, Matt Olson.
Leading off.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball one.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-0. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
2-1 to the A's first baseman. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right, and that'll get down for a base hit. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. First delivery to him on the way. Chris Davis is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
It's really hard to work deep into games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up too.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
No, that's down. Two balls, one strike.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Fouled away. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And it's fouled away. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
At the plate now, Austin Allen fouled off. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 1 left for Oakland. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Seventh inning ready to roll, and next it'll be the outfielder, Max Kepler.
Right fielder, Max Kepler.
From the stretch.
Nope, ball 1.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. One 0 count. Here it is.
Ball 2. 2-0.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Davis is after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Rod Carew.
Ready now, Rod Carew. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. This one's down to third. Chapman brings it in. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Harmon Killebrew.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Harmon Killebrew. First pitch on its way. No offer at that one. It's a cold strike. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They lead it 6-2. Tyler Duffy is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Number 21, Tyler Duffy.
Last half of the 7th here, and set to go is the second baseman, Tony Kemp.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
It's 1-1 to Tony Kemp. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work, but I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Into the box now, Ramon Laureano. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. The numbers against Tyler Duffy, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
One and 2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Kepler's going back. He leaps, but he can't make the play, and it bangs off the wall. And he'll make it to third base. Almost a home run there, but he's got himself a triple instead.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
At the plate, Marcus Semien. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
The batter, the designated hitter, Jason Giambi.
Now the A's designated hitter, Jason Giambi.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Natty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And a good eye there by Giambi. It's 2-0.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Here's the 3-0.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
The left fielder, number 24.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ricky Henderson. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Here's the 0-2.
Count is 1-2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
That's a ball.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Hard hit toward the hole. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knock.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Tyler Clippard is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Into the box, Matt Olson, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Chasing after it is Rosario, and he makes the catch in the corner. A's have to settle for just the 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Twins 6 and the A's 3. Joaquin Soria is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. Now at the plate, Nelson Cruz, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
the designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1, no strike.
The 1-0.
2-0.
Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Again, another foul ball. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to set him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Standing in now, Mitch Garver, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Ready with the 1-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
To the plate now, Miguel Sano. Hit in the air to right field. Davis is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And this throw gets away from him.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Standing in, Eddie Rosario. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Minnesota as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Matt Chapman. Here's the first pitch to him. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Here's a swing and a bouncing ball for the second baseman, Rod Carew. And that's out number 1.
The right fielder, number 2, Chris Davis.
Coming to the plate now, Chris Davis. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung right over the splitter there, 0-1.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Tough to do much with that one, a swing and a miss.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Trevor May is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Trevor May.
Stepping in now, Austin Allen, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now. Hit in the air to left field. Chasing after it is Rosario. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find a knockout there.
In now, Tony Kemp. And he takes ball 1. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. The 1-0 home is chased out of the zone for strike 1. May, 30 years of age. He was a 4th-round selection during the 2008 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
The 1-1 is taken down and in for a ball. A runner on first with 2 away. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. And there's his first base hit in this one. Well, fastball count, their yielded fastball mark.
Yeah, you drive to the ballpark praying to get in 1-3-1 count a night and buy yourself that guaranteed fastball, and he didn't miss it.
So now to the plate, Ramon Laureano, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The one pitch on its way.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple runners on base, but not here. That was two good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. A ground ball sent back up the middle. Gonzalez is there, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Twins bullpen does the job there. We played 8 full. Minnesota leads this one 6-3. Jake Diekman enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Up next for Minnesota, Marwin Gonzalez. He singled his last time up.
Marwin Gonzalez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Diekman is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Henderson arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
The center fielder, Torii Hunter.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Torii Hunter. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball. Counts 1-0.
Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is a swinging strike as he couldn't check his swing. Diekman, 33 years old. He was taken in the 30th round back in the draft of 2007.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Oh, and that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base-stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the outfielder Max Kepler. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. Runner back safely. And yet another throw over. Being especially careful here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch inside. The throw not in time, and Hunter's got himself a stolen base.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
He's going.
Runner goes for third. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third. Now the 2-1 pitch.
2-2 count.
One out and a runner on third. Full count to Matt Kepler, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Rod Carew waits on deck. Left side, but well foul. And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and one away.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
From the belt, the pitch in the air out to right. After it is Davis. He dives, but he can't get it.
He had 2 men on base, and he delivers a clutch one-out double to bring one home and leave the other 90 feet away. That's what you want from everyone in your lineup, that clutch gene to deliver when it matters.
Into the box, Harmon Killebrew, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Runners are at second and third with one down. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Fouled away. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
At the plate, Nelson Cruz, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Takes this the other way to right. Davis is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. A run for the Twins, and it comes on this RBI double. Last chance coming up for Oakland. It's the Twins 7 and the A's 3. Corey Garrett is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Corey Garrett.
Digging in to try it again, Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the ninth.
Marcus Semien.
First pitch on its way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
The 1-0 delivery. Hit out towards second. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now back, the designated hitter, Jason Giambi.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jason Giambi. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. First delivery to him on the way. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
Striding in for Oakland, Ricky Henderson. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. He's set, and the pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Runners on first with 1 down. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
To the plate now, Matt Olson. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
2 out with the man at first. And it's fouled away.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Last strike now for Oakland. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And that is going to wrap things up as the catch is made and the Twins move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. Takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in the home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow.
And this afternoon's game ends 7-3. The Twins took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Walter Johnson earns his first win of the season, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Vida Blue couldn't escape the fourth inning as he slapped with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Twins, 7 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Athletics, 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Our paid attendance at the Coliseum this afternoon, 47,170. The A's would like to thank you for your attendance and remind you to please drive home safely.